Hey there, Angel of Galaxite, back with some more channeled messages. I hope you're all doing well and staying warm if you're in somewhere cold. And Christmas is nearly upon us, so I hope you all have a really good one. Anyway, shall we? Anyway, as always, just want to thank you for clicking on my new channel. Any support is very much appreciated. Please like, subscribe or comment if the messages reach you loud and clear. Then I've done my job for today. Please remember that Spirit works through us in mystical and mysterious ways. These messages may not go directly to the intended person. They may be talking about someone you know. It could be their love lost one or a situation around you or them. You just may be that heavenly post person delivering communication where it needs to go. If I say male or female, remember we have both aspects of the divine feminine and masculine, so please take it as it resonates. Right. So for someone here, I really think that you're going through a very, very challenging time. I'm sure there's a few people here really. Okay, I'm just feeling that really, really strongly, that you need to remain determined, you know. Take control of how you're feeling, however hard it may be at this time. You know, think about it. Do you remember when you were a little child learning how to walk? You know, maybe not, but I'm pretty sure it went something like this. First you had to learn to stand and then getting back up. You laughed sometimes and cried at other times. Somehow there was determination and conviction that you would succeed no matter what. Finally you figured out how to balance yourself, which was a necessary requirement. You enjoyed this new feeling of power. You would stand everywhere you could in your cot, by the sofa, on someone's lap. It was a joyous time. You did it, and you were in control of you. Now the next step of walking. You had seen others do it, and it didn't look too hard. Just move your legs while you were standing, right? It's that easy, no? Wrong. Walking involved more complexity than you have ever imagined. It also involved more frustration than anyone should have to deal with. But you tried again and again and again until you figured this out. If people caught you while you were walking, they applauded, they laughed and encouraged you. They spurred you on and raised your self-confidence. But how many times did you attempt when no one was watching, when no one was cheering? Every chance you got. You had places to go, things to see, and knowledge to learn. You couldn't wait for someone to encourage you to take the next steps. You learned how to encourage yourself. And that is very important. So this message is for this person who I picked up, or these people who are not doing too well at the moment, you know. If you could remember this about yourself today, realize that we can do anything we set our minds to if we are willing to go through the process, just like when we learn to walk. We don't need to wait for others to encourage us. We need to encourage ourselves. If you have forgotten how to do this or feel that your self-esteem needs a boost, take a short journey back through life. Look at your accomplishments, no matter how large or small. You met challenges and figured out a way to succeed. Focus on all things you thought you could never do initially, and did, you know. While going back, look for the little child you once were. You know, thank others for never giving up on you. as you wave goodbye, remember that they will never give up on you. I'm going bong, chillingly cold, sorry. Others have believed in you all your life. Now you need to believe in you too. Remember that today is the best day of your life, because yesterday was and tomorrow may only be. So I hope that really touched somebody who's going through a bad time at the moment. We always find a way, however diabolical or upsetting, the situations may be for us. We find that time and the strength to move forward. Excuse my throat. Okay. All right. So I'm getting somebody watching this doesn't care which one of their parents come through, as long as one of you do. I have a soul with a white beard. Trigger warning, suffered kidney trouble. He became very thin, and his last few days were spent. No, sorry, he's telling me his last few days his feet began to swell. He had a diabetic condition, and maybe heart as well, I'm feeling, because he's pointing to my heart. I have the name Mark. He was an emotional man, strong features, and the moment he set eyes on you was the greatest moment of his life. He's saying that's beautiful. Oh. Telling me he's with Mum. They were blessed with a long marriage, and lovely children. Oh, so they're both over the other side then. Okay. I love all my children, but you were our firstborn, and it was the first wonderful experience of becoming a father. I was mesmerized. I instantly felt protective and so proud to be your protector, your father. So someone in the family may have a burn on their arm, because I'm seeing that. So take that as it resonates. Again, remember souls piggyback on one message, so if it's very similar, names, dates, they may mean something, they may not. There could be people in spirit, people watching this. Take it as it resonates, or people around you, of course. I also have this image of someone opening a handbag and fidgeting inside of it, trying to find something. So that could be a message for you. You've lost something, or you're looking for something. This could be you've lost a person, so just could be symbolic to that, I guess. Or there is something that you need to find. All right. Yeah, it could be a memory, So I'm hearing Anne, Carol, Alexandra, Philip, and I don't know why I'm seeing starling. I'm seeing a starling. It's a bird, isn't it? I don't know what that could be. Just look up the symbolism of that bird. Or it could be a name, I don't know. Take it as it resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Or maybe a last name. Anyway, sending so much love. Yeah, so Carol is coming to mind. And Alexandra, Philip again. Yeah. All right, thank you. All right. Okay. So we know this is a bit of a varied challenge, but this message is definitely a surprise. I don't know why, but it's a bit different, I guess. What she's telling me. All right. So I have a lady who loved to swim in nature for more than 60 years, wow. Rivers, natural rivers, pools, swimming was a big part of her life. She swam almost every day and was the normal even in winter. Ooh, that sounds a bit cold to me. Ooh, no. Oh dear. So obviously this is not a new concept, someone going swimming, outdoors. People been doing it for centuries, haven't they? But I think wasn't until about the 19th century that people started to deliberately start connecting with nature. When you think about it, we're all in urban societies, or relatively, weren't we? People started to see nature as something they lacked, if you're living in these big cities. Therefore, made an effort to get out into the wild, connect with Mother Nature. She's telling me she also loved walking. It just really just lifted her spirits. So the benefit of wild swimming is a gentle form of exercise that relieves stress. I loved it, and it was so absorbing. It was indeed like entering a different world, like I did when I passed over, which was like a flow, the natural flow, she's telling me, drifting, not drowning, just taking a deep breath in. As you dive into deeper water and then emerge into somewhere magical. I credit this activity for good health, both mental and physical. Talking about how people would be worried about the dirty water. She's just encouraging everyone to get out there and do it. She loved it. She's telling me though that it is, however, difficult to tell if the water is clean by looking at it. It may look dirty, it doesn't necessarily mean it is, though, she's saying. Look to see if there's any fish in it. Also, reeds are natural cleansers for riverbeds. I hear the name Bragg, so it could be a last name, I don't know, it could be a nickname. And she's reaching out to her son and daughter and the rest of the family to tell you she's arrived on the other side. I love to swim. Only the lakes, rivers are so much more scenic and beautiful. It is more than words can say. Just wonderful. When you want to imagine what I'm up to here in heaven, just imagine my entire body moving through the water in this beautiful heavenly lake. Oh, it sounds lovely, doesn't it? But I don't think I've got the imagination to go that far, but hey ho. So I'm getting Diane, Mavis, Marie and Emma with this. Again, take it as it resonates, names, dates or whatever. If it doesn't fit, maybe a line or it's a similar situation, or you've just lost somebody who loved swimming. All right, thank you. Alright, so when I was out and about today, as normal, there was a wine bottle on the floor. Now, I'm not a wine connoisseur. I only know a little of the lingo I hear when I've been around others who are avid wine drinkers. This wine has a slightly fruity taste, with a bit of an afterbite. So your loved one could have been the same. Fruity nature, sweet-natured, someone who had a pleasant temperament and gentle nature. She may have had a nose for a bargain, as this is reasonably priced. I love a good bargain. She may have had a habit of walking barefoot and liked to feel the grass under her feet. Quite a grounded individual she was. Who enjoyed cool, fresh and invigorating weather. Right, not a sunbod then. And just like the citrus fruit of this wine, life's turned sour for you when you lost your lover. Okay, so trigger warning, I'm hearing bile duct blockage. Okay, duct blockage. There's a reference to peach, because I think it's got peach in this wine. I'm hearing she had peaches and cream skin. Only just like the peaches innards, my complexion changed into fruit yellow flesh, and downy pinkish yellow skin was the result. Wine is telling me her skin turned yellow shade, because it has a yellow tinge, that wine, which is probably because of the condition, of course. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Ooh. Throughout all of this, she's saying, you always saw me as an exceptionally good and attractive person. I love you for that. I'm getting 7:50 a.m. or could be p.m, so could be relevant in some way, shape or form. So when we think of peaches and cream skin, it's an English idiom used to describe someone's face when it is pale with pink cheeks. It is often used to describe someone with a very clear, smooth and pale skin, just for anyone who don't know that expression. And on the bottle it said gold medal, so she wants to describe you as a winner and thank you for your proven, consistent, true love and care throughout her life, and especially nearing the end of her journey. I truly value you and all your dedication to me. I'm getting the dates 2021 and 1993 or 93. So these could be relevant, not always, but take it as it resonates, as I always say. Bella, Joseph, alright, Roger, Liz, Crystal and Gabriella come to mind. Again, take that as it resonates. You know, could be people watching, people on the other side. Could even be the shopkeeper or someone you work with, you know. Spirit just like to shout out people, because sometimes I've thought, why is she mentioning that? And then I've realised that's somebody in my environment when I've seen a medium or they've come to talk to me. Okay, great. Alright, what we got next? Alright, yeah. Yeah, so sometimes, you know, some people, they just overwork themselves. And this is just a reminder. Your loved ones wish you to consider this. You work 8 hours to live 4. You work 6 days to enjoy 1. Or 5 days to enjoy 2. You work 8 hours to eat 15 minutes. Or normally 20, you never know. You work 8 hours and sleep 7 or 8. You work all year just to take a vacation for 1 or 2 weeks. You work all your life to retire in old age and contemplate your last breaths. Eventually you realize that life is nothing but a parody of yourself practicing your own oblivion. We have become so accustomed to material and social slavery that we no longer see the chains. Life is a short journey, so live it and stop that I should have, could have, guilt. Enjoy. Life is truly, you know, a blessing. I know it's hard, it's the life of hard knocks, but you wouldn't believe, you know, there is a big queue on the other side to come and incarnate again. So if we've reached here in the first place, we're very strong souls, you know. And I know it doesn't always seem like that when we're going through trauma, you know, loss, and all those terrible, terrible things that we have to go through. But remember, your soul's growing with each and every one of these terrible knockbacks. Alright, let's have a look. Now I'm going to do some cards. And let's have a look. Okay, so my first card out here is, can you see that? Yes. No matter how hard the past is, you can always begin again. Wow. Well, that is so true, isn't it? You know, nothing ever stays the same, you know. when we think about when we've gone through so much. Change is inevitable. You know, that's one thing we can rely on in life, is change. Yeah, and just like I was saying, and like it's amazing how that's come up actually. There's always a rainbow at the end of things. It might not come the way that we will expect it to come, but it will come, you know. Alright, and the next card is, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Yeah, wow. Okay, so for me now, I feel that this is truly about losing somebody. And this, for some people, this is a general reading, but for somebody who's you know, a parent maybe has just passed away. Okay, because now you are having to step up to the mark. You know, this, as the generations start to die out, you know, to pass over, we have to become brave, and we have to believe that we're strong. You know, we have to come to a place of acceptance, because that's really important. That, you know, wolves, just like us, they get older. You know, when they become weak, then some other wolf will take over, you know, and lead the pack. And this is normally a massive fight for this position, but the weaker one will have to walk away. But what the promise is here, that no matter how hard this has been, you can always begin again. You know, there's always the sunshine after the darkness. That's what I'm hearing. I just want to give you a great big hug right now. You know, it's never easy to lose your parents, to lose a friend, to lose anybody, is it? You know, a sibling. But they are in a better place, you know. You know, like I've always said before, if they were ailing, you know, if they just couldn't keep up with everybody, in pain even, you know. I mean, animals, you know, they know when they're about to pass, and most of the time they, especially cats, they just want to go off and be away from the pack, because at the end of the day they're holding the pack back. So the pack may leave them, you know, and wander off, and allow them to pass over in dignity. And yeah, so it's very, okay, let's have a look. Oh, that's beautiful. I was gifted this pack by my son for my birthday. I thought it was beautiful. See, can you see that? Oh, the good news is here's your loved lost one, and they're still guarding you, they're still protecting you, and they're still loving you. I feel so emotional right now. Yeah, they're still loving you and protecting you and keeping you safe. So please don't worry, you know. They will have a resting period if they've just crossed. Sorry, I have dog hairs all over my snow. Goes with the wolves. Yeah, they're still protecting you, they're still guarding, they're still watching over you, and they want to see you play. They want to see you be happy. That's always what they want. Please remember that. Now, of course, there's a certain amount of grieving that we all have to do. This is absolutely normal. But yeah, the past will be the past very soon. And as the days go by, you become stronger. Now, remember, this is general, so this could have happened some time ago, and you're still struggling with that, which is normal. It is normal to struggle when you've lost someone you truly love. And the next card, can you see that? I don't know whether that's going to be on. That might be better. No, can't see that. Still learning how to do this. Alright. The majestic wolf. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Don't worry. Everything is truly going to be fine. You're going to recover. You're going to find that happiness. Life is going to become wonderful yet again. Never the same, quite the same, but we move on. And we just got to understand that, you know, life and death go hand in hand. at some point we all have to cross over to the other side. But if you just knew how beautiful it was on the other side, how your loved ones are actually doing all the things that they used to do, but they're just in a different form, their energy. But just know they will be guiding and watching over you. Just because they've crossed over does not mean to say that they're there. There is your mother, there is your brother, there is your father, your friend, your work colleague. They're there. They want you to be happy. They want you to heal and move towards a better future. Leave the past in the past when that time comes, and make them proud, because everything is going to be fine. I love my new cards. Now let's have a quick look at what I wanted to draw. A tarot card from another pack I've just been given for my birthday. And we have the Chariot, and I move that forward slightly. Okay, right. So when I think about the Chariot, this really goes well, The Chariot to me is always about determination. You're finding that way to let go of the past and move forward. This is, again, success in the future. Everything's going to be fine. All right, it might seem like you've got a lot of responsibilities, especially when someone's crossed over, and you have to find a way to step up to the mark. Just like the funeral, getting everything prepared. Dealing with everyone else around who's really, really suffering right now. You may be the oldest person in the family, and everything is suddenly put upon you to sort out the final details. And then of course there's the funeral. But here with the Chariot, I love it. I didn't even notice we have an actual tiger here as well, so this is really a cat theme. I know that the Chariot is ruled by Cancer as well, so when you think about that, that's a real home person, a water sign, somebody who goes with the flow, families, everything to them. So this is a very, very big hard knock. I know everyone has a hard knock, but this is especially because it's how you build your foundation is around your family normally. You don't have to be a Cancerian, but anyway, you're going to be disciplined, and this person's going to help you to be disciplined. You're going to have that drive to get through this. Remember that. You will get your confidence back, You will use that control. And remember, the Chariot talks about being on a journey, It can go in lots of different directions. If you're not holding that Chariot tight, it could go a bit awry. So you may be at times feeling not great. You may be feeling like this is what you should be doing, but really you're being pulled in that direction. So bring yourself back into center. Know that you are this strong being here. You've got it. You're in control. You're fully in power. You will be if you don't feel like it. You are. Drive your life forward. And rise to this challenge, because everything in life is a challenge. It's a learning lesson, and we grow from it. You're going to need that willpower and determination, But everything's achievable, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. So focus, persevere. And it's going to be like true grit, That's what you're going to need. Oh dear. It's an high energy card though, so it's encouraging you, and it speaks of success, so please know that. And here we've got that here. All right, go with the flow. Grab the reins of your life and just keep surging forward, because it's really important at this time. I feel that you're going to really need to spur younger people on here as well. So someone could have lost their parent and had to, I don't know why my music stopped, had to walk the path that they're walking now, the provider, the person who's there for everyone to talk to. But you've got it in buckets load, honestly you have. Yeah. I know this card can speak of strength as well, being strong.